You trying to get up? You trying to get up? Hmm? Make the coffee? Hmm? 7:26. Close enough to 7:30, I guess. Alright, guys. Let's hope for a better way in this morning. Good morning, everybody. No, you can't get up here with me. You're wet. No, you're wet. You want to get over here? Come on, get up here. Look. There you go. Lay down. Oh, soaking up some rays this morning, you guys. Yes. A little bit better weigh in this morning. This would be much better lighting, right? Natural lighting, isn't that the best? However, it's incredibly blinding, so. Oh, it's been a while since I've been on my deck. I talked entirely too much yesterday, you guys, way too much. So the weigh-in this morning, down 1 pound from yesterday. I felt pretty good yesterday as far as food consumption. I felt pretty good. I am getting the lobsters today at 4:30, which means, well, it said delivery, you know, by 4:30. Pretty sure those are crickets. I don't think they're cicadas. They could be crickets. Grasshoppers or whatever. Sun's starting to get a little warm, and it's only 8 o'clock, so I don't know what kind of day it's going to be today. It would appear with the hurricane that it's taking a turn a little bit, so it's still going to impact Florida, but not nearly as bad as they said it is. But now it's coming up the coast, which means we will probably get some of the effects of it here. Wow, they're pretty loud this morning. You guys, can you hear them? So I'm not going to talk that long today. I talked way too long. I will likely record the lobster, cooking the lobster, but may not actually put it on until tomorrow's vlog because of the time. I like to try to get these videos edited and uploaded and posted to my YouTube by 5 o'clock at the latest. I like to do that. That shrimp yesterday, you guys, was amazing. I knew I had the heavy cream, and I don't use heavy cream very often, so I knew I had to use it quickly because it doesn't really last that long, especially in my fridge. It doesn't last that long, so I had to use it. So I figured, well, let me go ahead and throw together a mock Alfredo sauce with the shrimp, and it turned out really good. The rotisserie chicken with that rotisserie chicken bone broth was amazeballs. It was so good. It was like eating a chicken soup. It was so good. I even drank the juice, you guys. It was so good. It was so good. Hey you, stop scratching. No, don't huff at me. Alright, so I'm not going to be able to sit in the sunshine for very long. I'm going to soak up some vitamin D a little bit. I need it. So I'm going to experiment on my next keto day, which is going to be, let's see, I go 3 days carnivore, 1 day keto. So yesterday, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Monday I'll do a keto day. And I may try to incorporate some tomatoes because I want to do an experiment. I want to see if tomatoes affect me, and if they do, I'm going to be so sad. I love tomatoes. Oh, that'll be so sad because that may explain why I've been stuck because of tomatoes. Wah, wah. But, guys, decent weight loss this morning. 1 pound. Excuse me, decent weight loss. I'll take it. Hear the train this morning. See, the sun is starting to go up, so I'm starting to lose my vitamin D source. Y'all hear that train? I want to move into the woods where the only thing I hear is nature. I mean, I'm basically in the country where I am right now. The burbs, I guess. But I really like seclusion. Maybe the older I get, the more I want to be in the secluded area. I just don't want all the rigmarole around me. Maybe that comes with age, I don't know. Alright, everybody. I may start off my meal. I'm really wanting them breakfast sausages that I had the first day. Those were really good. So, or the second day, I think it was. Second day that I had them. Whatever day it was. I may start off with some eggs. I'm wanting some eggs. I can't eat eggs every day. I could eat them every 3-4 days, and that's good for me. So maybe cook off the last pack of bacon that I have, and some sausage, and maybe some fried eggs. Sounds really good. My chaffle maker or mini waffle maker will be here next Friday. And I will likely do some chaffles. It's all the rage. So I'm going to try some chaffles. I did buy that big block of mozzarella, so I'll shred some of that. I have plenty of eggs, so I'll be able to do that. And likely use them for a hamburger. Maybe throw a hamburger in it. And that'll be it for me, you guys. So I'm gonna wrap it up here, and I may see you guys making my food today. I may see you guys making my food today and talk to you like I did yesterday. It all depends. Can't with the sun. It's too bright. So, okay guys, I'm gonna wrap it up, and I will see you later on. Hey guys, look what came. In the clip before this one, you guys will see me cooking some bacon and some sausage and some eggs. I decided to break my fast at 11 o'clock because I seriously thought that I was going to be getting these later on. These actually came while I was cooking, which is great because that means I could eat before 4 o'clock. So I decided to break my fast at 11 because I thought I'd be eating these later, and I wanted to be able to eat these and have a nice span in between. But since they're here, I went ahead and broke my fast. But it's okay. I will still eat these probably around 3:30. I'll show you how I cook them. I wanted to open them for you guys so you can see how they come. These guys will be alive. So, let's see. They're probably inside going, what is that noise? I don't know how these are packed. I've never received lobsters in the mail before, and they've sent me a packet, card saying thank you for your order. Yeah. I think in here it gives instructions on how to cook and handle them. I don't need that. So, okay, looks like it's a cooler. So, let's get this thing open. I'll cut down the side here and then pull it out. Let's pull this out. There should be 6 of them in here. It's a nice little cooler. Should be 6. Okay, that can go. These, I ordered them from 1.75 pounds to 2 pounds. That is pretty much the weight that I like. Sometimes we can get them, I do like them at 1.25 pounds, but I figured if I'm going to spend that kind of money, I might as well get upwards of 2 pounders. So, when I went home this past August, when I was at home, all they had was what's called shedders. Those are the ones that they shed their shell, and when you capture them, their shell is very soft. And there's not a lot of meat in them. And when you cook them, the meat shrinks down. So the ones that I got were like 1.25 pounds, I think, 1.5 pounds. There was not a lot of meat in them, you guys, because they are shedders, shedding their shell. Oh, look, they sent me some newspapers from Maine. Isn't that nice? Oh, it's nice and cold in there. They are packed in ice. They're probably like pretty dormant right now. Some nice little ice packs. All right, where are you guys at? There we go. Here they are. Wakey, wakey. They do have, how did they pack these guys in there? This must be a big one because they got certain, watch these little claws right here, you guys. These guys are alive. I'm wondering if the pink bands are the 2 pounders. And I got some bands in here that are yellow. And they're crammed in there, so I don't know if it's... Let me see if I can pull this guy out. No, they're not wanting to move. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is probably the 1.75 pound one. See the yellow bands on his claws? You gotta watch some little pincers, you guys. See that little pincer? They will grab a hold of you. So, yeah, my guess is this, because this one, oh, I don't know. This one feels a little heavy. I'm going to have to read the thing and see if they say which one is which. But when I come in later, I'm going to show you how I cook these, you guys, okay? So, let's put these guys back in. All right, get back in there. Quit being a brat. I don't know if I'll cook these like straight away, but All right, let's put them back to sleep. Sorry, guys. Go back to sleep. It's been a long flight. So, nice little cooler. Here's this. I'm going to put them in, and I'll be back in later, you guys, to show you how I cook them. Okay, guys, it is time. It is 12:35 now. I'm not going to take a shower or a bath till after we eat these because it's going to get messy. I have my pot on the stove, pretty big pot. I got the water heating up with about a tablespoon of salt. I am going to steam mine, so I'm going to put this in the bottom so the lobsters don't actually set into the water. I don't want to boil them, I want to steam them. So, this is the way I was taught. Get your water warm. You don't want to drop your lobsters right into a hot, because this is what I was told as a kid. If you drop them right in when it's hot, they seize up and the meat is tough. If you put them in a warm environment, it lulls them, so it relaxes them. So, let's go ahead. Hopefully I can fit them all in there. Alright guys, sit down in there. Sit down in there, guys. Yeah, they're not liking this. Alright, come on, I know, you see some stuff. I'm sorry. Don't fight it. Oh, I just poked him in the eye. They're all going in, guys. They're all going in. And I want to boil this water, and I only have about 2 inches of water in the bottom. And I want to boil them for about 11 minutes, and then I'm going to check them. Then, eating time. Okay guys, I'll be back in when they're done. Okay everybody, just a quick review. Here they are. Don't they look beautiful? Alright, one way to tell if they're done, other than just the red factor on them, is see this little feeler right here? If you can pull on that and it pops off, that means they're done. So, I know the ones on the bottom are done. It's the ones on the top that I was more afraid of. But, yeah. So, I'm going to let these cool down a little bit. Ooh, steamy. I'm going to let them cool down a little bit, and then I'm going to show you how I shuck one. Okay, everybody, it is time. I'm going to start with this big guy right here. This is how I've always been taught how to do these. All right, let's start off by taking the rubber bands off. This guy must have lost, oh, there it is. I was going to say he must have lost his rubber band. Down here, I have the actual cooler. I have a trash bag in it. This is where all the shells are going to go. Let me close this up a little bit. Maybe that's casting too much of a shadow. There we go. So, right off the bat, break off the legs. Break off the tail. Some water's going to come out. That's okay. Not a lot. We always ate these things, you guys, and we would always squeeze the meat out like that. Oh my God, those are so good. This would be the only thing that I would eat while I was shucking. Some people will clean the bodies. I find it incredibly wasteful, but inside each one of these knuckles where the legs or the feelers were, the little leggy things here, is meat. I'm not going to bother with that. I will put these off to the side and munch on them as I go along. I always start with the tail. Open it up. Break off the fan part. Straighten it out with your hand. Push the meat through. Peel off this back part right here. Peel it off. That reveals the inside where the poop chute is. And there's the back of the tail there. Clean these just like you would a shrimp. There's a little poop chute. Pull it off. If you have some water nearby, dip it in the water, rinse it off. Here's the tail. I always break the tail down the middle like this. Break it into 2 pieces and then break it up into smaller pieces. I don't eat mine until the end. I shuck all the meat out and then I pour the butter over the top and then I eat it. So we're going to break the tail up into little pieces here. This is just tail meat. Then we're going to take the claw, going to pop that off. Oh look, the meat came right out as I popped it off. Pull that off, put it in your bowl, and I'll measure or weigh 2 of these when I'm done. Pop off the little end here, the meat pulled through so there's nothing left in that. Pop this too. These knuckles, they're hard, they're a little bit harder, so I think I'm going to use my nutcrackers, they're called. And these were not hard shell, I mean soft shell. These were hard shell, so they were not shedders. All right, having these nails is proving to be a little difficult, so I'm going to go ahead and take my scissors and I'm going to cut up the back just to open that up and reveal the knuckle meat. The knuckle meat is the best. And I believe that is it. That's it. Empty. Do the same thing for the other claw knuckle. Look, the meat came right out. I just know I'm going to break a nail. Piece in there, pull that out. See if I can stick my finger down through there and push that out. Ooh, these are not soft shell. If they were soft shell, they'd be easier to manage. Let's open that cavity up a little bit. Hey, you know what? Let's go this way. Let's push it out through this way. If I can. Yeah, I think I just mangled the meat, which is okay. It all goes down the same way, right? Yeah, I think that's pretty much all that's inside. No, there's another little small piece right there. All right, now time for the claws. You take the small little finger there. Look at all the water. Snap that and pull that little part out right there. I'm not a huge fan of the fingers, like the little fingers that are left. They're a little too mealy for me. But if I break them up and mix them in with the regular lobster meat, it's not that bad. No, I'm going to have to use my nutcrackers for this. Crack it right across, like that. Just enough so you can take it and snap it. Just like that. And pull that beautiful, beautiful claw. Break up the finger, break up the claw meat. Put it in the trash. Same thing with this one. I don't want to make a mess. If I was sitting outside, it'd be different. The little finger came out on its own. I'm going to break that up. Take this across like this. I just know this is going to go everywhere. A little bit more. Just enough so we can break it off. This guy was tough. We're going to pull the meat right out. Rinse it off. Another big, beautiful claw. Gotta get the cartilage out. When I pulled out the little finger, the piece of cartilage didn't come out with it. Oh my gosh, it was so sweet. So good. And then I'm gonna break it up like that. That's one lobster, guys. So that's how I do it. You can clean the bodies. I know a lot of people do. I'll go ahead and crack open another one. And then I'm going to weigh it. And then I'll show you how much it weighs on 2 of them. So stay tuned.